Hello, and welcome to a new episode of the Treasury of Constantinople. In the video about Anonymous Follis, I mentioned that the reason why they are called anonymous is that unlike the coins that came before, or those that would come after, Anonymous Follis neither mention the name nor have the portrait of the emperor. The first Anonymous Follis was minted by John I and the last by Alexius I. In the 120 or so years that passed between the two, there were 12 emperors and 2 empresses, but not all minted Anonymous Follis. Let's do a quick recap. Class A1 was minted by John I, classes A2 and A3 by the brothers Basil II and Constantine VIII. Class B by Constantine VIII's son-in-law number 1, Romanus III, and Class C by son-in-law number 2, Michael IV. Both were husbands of Zoe. Michael V, Zoe herself and her sister Theodora didn't mint any Anonymous Follis. Constantine IX, Theodora's husband, minted Class D. The following 2 emperors, Michael VI and Isaac I, didn't mint any Anonymous Follis either. Then Constantine X minted classes E and F, but when he died his sons were still young, so his wife Eudokia married the general Romanus Diogenes, Romanus IV, who minted Class G. The throne then passed to Constantine X's eldest son, Michael VII, old enough at the time, who minted Class H. 7 years into his reign, Michael was politely asked to abdicate by the general Nikephorus Botaniates, which he did without a fuss. Nikephorus III minted Class I. 3 years later, Alexios Komnenos also politely asked Nikephorus to abdicate, which he begrudgingly did. Alexios then minted classes J and K before his coinage reform, which abolished the follis altogether. So, between John I and Constantine IX, the only bronze coins that were minted were follis, and since there is no reference to the name of the emperor, they're called anonymous, but from Constantine X onwards, in addition to the Anonymous Follis, some other named follis were also minted. This is what this video is about. We start with Constantine X, who minted 2 named follis. One of them depicts Constantine and his wife Eudokia, standing and holding a labarum on steps in between them. The legend reads, Constantine Ducas, Eudokia the Auguste. The other follis shows only Constantine with a cross in his right hand. The legend reads, Constantine Ducas the Emperor. Romanus IV minted a single named follis. Now you may think this should be an anonymous follis. After all, there's Christ on one side and some letters on the other. But these letters CRPD, which are actually more of an SBRD, stand for something in Greek which translated means, O cross, help Romanus the Emperor. So this letter here is a reference to Romanus IV, and thus a named follis. Next up is Michael VII, who minted 2 named follis and 1 half follis. All of them look very similar. The most obvious difference is that on one the stars are above and on the other they are below. The half follis looks exactly like Seer 1878, although there is a debate about whether it really is a half follis or just a follis minted on unusually small flans. You may have noticed that Michael VII's follis looks quite similar to his father's. Here are some easy ways to distinguish them. Michael is holding a labarum while Constantine is holding a cross. On the obverse, the nimbate cross behind Christ's head is markedly different in the 2 coins. On Constantine's obverse there is a legend around, while in Michael's there isn't, and of course, the stars. Nikephorus III minted 1 named follis. It has a very distinctive design and 4 letters, similar to Romanus IV's type. Here the N stands for Nikephoros, and the meaning of the whole legend is O cross protect Nikephoros the Emperor. Last but not least, we have Alexius I, who minted 3 named follis, all in Thessalonica. The first and rarest of the lot shows the Virgin Mary holding the infant Christ on the obverse, and Alexius standing on the reverse. The legend is an abbreviation of Alexius Komnenos the Emperor. The second one has Alexius on the obverse and a cross on the reverse with the letters CFALD, again meaning O cross protect Alexius the Emperor. This follis is quite rare and very similar to the more common Tataron minted by Alexius. After the coinage reform, one difference between them is the obverse legend. The follis reads AM, while the Tataron reads To Comne. The last of Alexius's named follis has a cross on the obverse with the letters ICXC Nika, short for May Jesus Christ Conquer. and on the reverse there is a long legend almost fully spelled out which means, "O Savior, assist Emperor Alexius." And that's it for this one. I hope you liked this short video and found it useful.